We are here today to announce that the Justice Department has secured felony guilty pleas from the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance.
Actually, it's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Largest virtual.
Binance.
Binance. And let me be clear. It's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Council has discussed crypto regulations and legislations at length, and we have come to the conclusion that instead of regulating, we are going to ape a fat bag each into laptop and pump it to over $1,300,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 market cap. Let's fucking go, crackheads.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Patient Hodler channel. This is not a crypto morning coffee, this is an evening stream, so welcome everyone. Let's talk about Veve. Let's talk about Veve, the developments of the latest drops of the Blackpink drop, and see if this was in fact an epic fail or if this drop was in fact maybe something else. Can we derive something else from that? Is the Veve app dead now? Do we have to sell all our collectibles? Let's discuss today for, let's say, an hour or so. So what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream here. I see Big Oz is already in the chat. That definitely, guys, make sure to smash up the like button for this stream. Also subscribe to the channel, make number go up, definitely, right? And with notifications on. As I said before, it's not a crypto morning coffee, but we are going to talk about a lot of Veve and maybe also ecomi stuff. It's not in the morning, Walrus King. At least not for me, but maybe for you, and then good morning to you. Maybe you guys can have a coffee now while I'm only sipping on water. So that definitely could be also a way to go. So the reason why am I streaming so late? The reason is in a couple of hours I'm going to drive from Munich to Rome, to Italy. And that is a long drive. So I wanted to get the chance to talk with you about the Blackpink drop and everything else before I do that. And obviously I'm looking forward to have some different scenery and outside stuff to give some outside videos to you as well. So Green Lantern on the way home, be safe, don't watch the screen, only listen if you're in the car at least. I mean, you can also be on the way home like walking, then it's fine, right? But anyways, let's jump right into the topic. So we're here in my account, and we have now all of the Blackpink drops here behind us, basically all of the girl drops. So there are still this the light stick, the Blackpink butt plug and the stage, so that is still coming. And yeah, let's maybe assess quickly what happened. So it started out with the GSO drop, and actually there were people that went on the GSO drop on the ultra rare, and the ultra rare sold out instantly, as we can see here, right? So that was 1,000 and some editions that sold out immediately. The rare didn't sell out, but quite a few sold. So now people spent MCP in the very first drop, believing that it probably will all sell out and that there will be thousands of people coming in from the Blackpink fan base, and that was just not the case, right? Oh yeah, that's what you mean. Okay, Green Lantern, you are in Italy, you are on the way home, and I'm going. Okay, so understood. Now we see here common and uncommon didn't really sell out, so let's check out the common. See, for example, here we see behind the chat, you see that, maybe get the chat here for that. You see here that we actually have still 2,162 in the store. So the question is now, what happened? Why didn't the fan base of Blackpink care? Why didn't they they bought 700 or so, but the numbers, they are pretty big still. So one reason for that could be that this whole thing has been decided like 2 years ago. So then these numbers, for 2 years ago, these numbers probably were pretty scarce, right? But for today's numbers, if it was only one version and not 4 different poses, probably these numbers would have hit a sold out on all 4 of them, even with a 60 gem price point. But that was not the price point, and so they didn't sell out. So if we're looking, for example, to some other drops here, let's go to some of, and we saw that, by the way, before with a Little Mermaid here behind, that also at the Kawaii All-Stars, they also didn't sell out. But let's maybe not look at the Jisoo one. Maybe let's look at the latest one from today, and there we see that also the ultra rare didn't sell out. And from the ultra rare, we still have 836 remaining. I will have to put the chat somewhere else for this. 806 remaining of 1,140. So we see here really that people, after they saw that the drop is not going to sell out, they didn't go for the drop anymore. Okay. So Blackpink obviously in itself is a huge brand, right? And has a huge fan base. So now we have to ask ourselves, did we get any of them into the app? And the question for that is probably, or the answer to that is yes, but not as much as expected. So let's check that out as well. So here above me, you see, this is where the Blackpink drop was basically only a couple of hours ago. And these are the 4 last days of the Blackpink drop. So we go here from 159 up to 278. So that's a little bit more than that. This is, what is that, 120 something, 120 new user wallets. So obviously not the thousands and thousands that were anticipated by some of the people. Let's see here quickly. Chat is already going crazy. Guys, don't forget to smash up the like button right now. We have about 15 people in here. We definitely want to call some more people in here. So if you smash the like, more people are coming in here, spamming the chat. I read someone says the Blackpink gave Veve a black eye and a pink eye. It's fitting. So that's probably the drop then, right? So the airdrop. Warriors King says, I love Rome, have fun and drive safe. I will, don't worry about me. That is good. Hey Cool Mo, what's going on? Andrew Detox is also here. Do you think this was a flop or just a sign of Veve's future Asian market drops? I think it was, so it wasn't, let's put it that way, to give my opinion here. I think it wasn't great because these numbers could have been higher. But I also think it could be worse and could have been worse. And I will show you a little bit more numbers to this drop in a second. Dan O says, makes you wonder if a lot of these drops are operating on a significant delay. It's hard to adjust to current market sentiment. 100% agree with you, which is why maybe you can expect then in the bull run bear market scarcity drops where everyone is crazy about this. We saw that actually in the last bull run on Veve, that there were some drops just so scarce that no one understood why they would do that. Today we know that also a lot of bots absorbed collectibles there. The only perfect drop IMO was the Morales Spider-Man. That was really good. The Morales Spider-Man was really good, and it still reflects in this in the numbers. I absolutely agree with you, Dan. Yo, cryptos here. People, please buy Bitcoin, not these Veve drops, please. Don't worry, we also have Bitcoin. Yo, crypto. I have half of my portfolio is in Bitcoin, so more about 50%. Don't worry. Cool Mo says, thoughts about the cards, not much of a retail burn for the more rare metal poses. Yeah, so thoughts about the, maybe we can address that quickly before we go more into the analysis here. So the cards that dropped, so here you see them. I am actually quite bullish on the card, so to say, if we get that adoption, because the card carries the name, carries the official Blackpink license, and carries a signature. So remember the Mickey signature? That was pretty good, right? So the Mickey signature that went pretty high in price. So these signatures, this is the only collectible that really carries the signature of the superstar. So I would say that these could be pretty valuable, and then you have to consider if people start burning these cards to get the gold silver and the pink silver one. So let's say one person has to have 3 cards to maintain one signature card and burn the other 2 for getting these collectibles, right? So definitely I would say the card to me is the most interesting collectible here, because I'd say if you get equal numbers of, like, you only get fans that also are going to create those statues, then you would have 66% burned and 33% hold by enthusiastic fans, right? And we are going to talk a little bit about market development and so on after we checked a little bit more the numbers, right? But I think the cards, for me, I bought a GSO card until now. I'm going to wait until the next shiny thing is coming, and then maybe I'll get more of these and hope that more of the Blackpink people will come in. But again, it's a high risk play because you never know if the turnaround comes, but I think it will come, and that's what I'm betting on. So Token says moin, good morning to you if it's morning, but good evening to me. Andrew Detox says, you guys think Omi will miss the bull run? New users are really important for token price. 100% there is a risk, because if the narrative doesn't fit, it could. What happens if I missed it? Spam drops are ending Veve NFT's value. I don't think that this is, I don't know what you mean basically. Basically what we found out this week, what Veve managed to get no Blackpink fans on board. Is it Veve or the fact that this whole NFT thing is dead? Actually, you are not that wrong. So I wouldn't call it dead, but I would call it that the NFTs are just arriving at the bear market bottom. And actually, I think today and these days, we're finally arriving at capitulation. User capitulation in Veve. So what you have in every crypto, I can show you in Bitcoin how capitulation looks. So let's get to, I'll just show it to you quickly here in the Bitcoin chart. Let's just refresh and get out of the lines. So there's several times capitulation in the Bitcoin cycle. Let's go to the weekly here. Okay, so here, this is capitulation, right? So this waterfall here, that's capitulation. So and I think that Veve was going in this, whoa, look at that drop, oh my god, this sucks, right? Oh my god, this drop, and oh my god, this new IP, and then nothing, right? Oh, trickling down the prices, and oh my god, this new IP, and then trickling down the prices, and the FUD intensifies, and now it's like Veve had this big license and all hopes are shattered and destroyed, and now it's like the fudders are right and Veve is dead, and boom. And we see it now in the prices also on the market. If you would just draw the prices of the collectibles, you would really see this capitulation into the bear market bottom, and for NFTs. And there's so many more proof points for Veve that Veve is just at the bear market bottom or somewhere closer to the bottom, or actually in that capitulation waterfall. I mean, look at that. I bought some platinum. I bought a platinum Woody and a platinum Nemo for 15 gems, right? I mean, and now you could say, oh my god, patient hodler, so stupid. I mean, everyone knows Veve is dead. Everyone is saying Veve is dead. Yeah, well, they said Bitcoin is dead here. There is a thing that when everyone is saying something is very likely not going to happen. And at the moment, people are saying, epic fail, Veve is dying, Veve is dead, but still, in comparison to all other dead coins and projects, there's so much engagement on that dead project. So the liquidated collectibles get bought up by whales, by bigger users, by users with deep pockets that were patiently holding on and basically open this bucket here where everything falls in. Yeah, that is what they what these whales are doing at the moment. So I wonder, and this is something that you never can know, right? I mean, down here at no one cared, right? When Bitcoin was in a bear market down here, no one cared. And I'm not saying that Veve is Bitcoin, but when I see that they have this massive brand, but the global liquidity cycle is just not there to have people pour money into NFTs, and I can prove that people are not putting money into NFTs at the moment. They are not even putting money into altcoins at the moment. And if you see, it's not even altcoin season, it's Bitcoin season at the moment, and barely retail is taking note of Bitcoin. So this is my point, and I will hammer this point home today on the stream, and people will, hopefully, but people will come back to the stream in 2 years and look at this. Either way, but they will. So yeah, smash the like button. 31 people here. So again, let's roll the like button machine. New plan says, I'm not talking about bear market, I'm talking about debt. Okay, so did you say something before that refers to this? Basically, what we found out of the week is we managed to. Okay. Glad to catch your live, Andrew. That is good. Greetings, guys. Adrian is here. Jojo is here. 75% of bull is already over. Omi already missed it. That is wrong. The pre-bull is over. Yes, 75% by that measures. So the bull started a year ago, so we only have 3 months of bull left, right? That is a fourth. So you're saying that the bull market is going to end in end of August. Is that what you're saying, Jojo? It's definitely Veve new plan. Wes Cavell just did a video on Chuck. Apparently a lot of shady things going on. Well, I cannot comment on Chuck because I really didn't. This whole thing passed by me, right? So I'm not going to comment on Chuck today. Trucking Hank says smash the like button. Absolutely. Newpub says, okay, so for true capitulation, you need a big spike in volume. We don't have a big spike in volume in Veve or NFTs. We have a consistent decline. How do you see the trading volume on Veve? It's very intransparent. I give you that. And I also think that it's a great point that you're making. We should see that big volume. But a part of capitulation is that strong hand, or not strong hands, but hands that held long are getting shaken out in the end. And we only will see if it's a trough, it's a bottom, it's a capitulation once there was time to scoop collectibles up for cheap, right? So the problem here is where this comparison that I myself made between Bitcoin and the Veve market does not fit, is that Veve has two volume streams. So bear with me here, it's going to be interesting. So Veve has the primary market this year where the money comes in and directly goes out of Veve again. So the volume on the primary market is very easy to see. We will look at the numbers in a second. But on the secondary market, action is a second stream where you top up gems and then you buy something on the secondary market and someone else gets the gems, like in crypto, only that there are also fees going out. So you have basically a constant drain of gems out of the app, and at the same time you just can't load up other currencies. So you're really bound by this inflow thing that is guarded by some fee barriers. So that is the gem problem that I outlined many times on this channel, and I still think that it's only solved if we get other liquidity inflows like crypto cash in and whatnot, or you're transferring out your collectibles and get that liquidity on another market, right? So I would say that in that sense, it's hard to measure the total volume, right? I mean, we can look to all the daily statistics, which we will do, and I think a great channel here is Living Aloha. Let's see here. Yeah, the bull run has just begun. I agree with that. We had one. No, actually, I don't agree with that the bull run has just begun. Just quickly, I would just say that we are in the first stage. So look at that. So you have the pre-bull, right? So the bull run is already a year old. Basically, the bull run started here. So this is already, we are already 500 days into from the bottom, right? So somewhat like 500 days in a bull run. That is not in the beginning. The bull run will last whatever, like 1,000 days or so. But that's not the beginning. We're in the middle of it. I would give that to the people that just criticize this. That's true. Okay, so let's see here more in the chat. But what is considered cheap for collectibles? Every month we have new cheap for collectibles. I'm not trying to come off as argumentative, just trying to give a different perspective. Okay, I think that's great, because if we're looking at a Mutascan here, we see, let me put the chat back here, we see on the left side the total tokens minted, and if you're taking that, you basically have a small inflation every week by the tokens that are being minted. So by the way, we are since a long time in the 9 million thing, because they've reduced the edition sizes so much because they couldn't sell out the drops anymore. So I agree here with new plan that you have this overall dilution in the overall market. However, if you're just taking one collectible, so for example, if they do a drop with 10,000 comics, does that devalue Miles Morales, or does it devalue the partner statue because there are comics on the market now? Or did the Soul Stone drop for crafting that is now only 4 gems or so in the market, did the mass of 70,000 Soul Stones devalue Miles Morales or Secret Rare Spider-Man or the Secret Rare of MC1? I would argue it didn't, because you can, I mean, every NFT you would basically have to see as their own, like a small altcoin, so to say. And what I basically see is that Liquidity concentrates on scarce collectibles that have big IP and that are really desirable. The Soulstone isn't, many comics aren't, but Miles Morales is. So I think that Miles Morales will stay around the price point as long as other fundamentals don't change, no matter how many comics you're printing on the Veve comic side. So that means grails are, in that sense, superior to, like, scarce grails are superior to other collectibles, obviously. So if they bring a Little Mermaid, someone who's holding a Miles Morales will not be, oh my god, Little Mermaid hit the market, I have to sell my Miles Morales now. Doesn't make any sense, right? The only problem is, the only thing that is happening is that if the gem pool in the app spreads on more collectibles because people are buying everything, then you have less liquidity concentration on the grail, right? So yeah. Planet Team losing hope, Veve spamming drops, destroyed MCP, 2 years OG collected for nothing. Well, okay. So that is the one point. Let's look at a couple of numbers here, which is going to be interesting. I'm going to take as a basis this great channel here on Twitter, Living Aloha. Yeah. Okay. So what is interesting here is he also said, pointed out which the whole thing on wallet creation on IMX. Apparently, it's possible to see wallet creation on IMX. So here are numbers of IMX for the new wallets created, not new, with one collectible. So only wallets created, not new, with one collectible. So we see total wallets as of 21st, and then total wallets 277, net wallet 118. New wallets that bought on the first 3 drops are 107. So basically, new Veve collectors are, yeah, not many, 100 from that drop, or since that drop, but the number is going up. The second part is this. So going the timeline, he always puts us the gross revenue. Let's just look at the gross revenue in total. Even let's just put aside whether they sold out or not. So what we see here, for example, at the first Blackpink drop, we have all rarities under retail, but we have a gross revenue, and this is what I meant, like you have a volume of 200k basically here on this drop, but it all goes out to Veve. So it's all primary purchase. So gem purchases 187,000, and everything even more went out on that drop. So no gems left from the gem purchases to spend on secondary market, which means prices will go down inevitably. However, also we see minting wallets 2,000, minting at 2.5 average. Okay, but grossing 200k on the drop is in itself not an epic fail. However negative you are on the whole thing, and however we say that Veve making money doesn't benefit us as Veve investors or Veve collectors, however you want to define yourself, you have to give it to them that this drop still grossed 200,000 in a bear market, and NFTs are in a bear market. I will hammer that point home later on. Yep, walled garden. Blackpink was total flop. Veve is about to go to 0. Okay, we will see. Good. Thanks for that comment, David. Now, Veve stats Blackpink drop 2. So this was the first drop. Now this is top drop 2. There, not as many people. Active wallets were 1,885, but minting was only 700. So people that tried their luck on the first one didn't come back or didn't mint on the second one. Still, they almost grossed. They grossed 76,000, a little bit more, dollars. So now we are at 274,000. Okay, so then let's find drop day 3. On drop day 3, it was even less, so it was decreasing, right? The more they dropped this, the less people participated. 1,500 active, only 260 people minting, but still 43,000 grossed. So now we're at $310,000 grossing. And the data for the last one is not here yet. This was today. It's probably going to come out. Actually, if I refresh that, maybe it's already there. Let's see if Living Aloha already has that. No, it's not there yet. But oh, there, right? Is this the last one? Yeah, 5. Yeah, it's here. No, this. Wait a second. But where's number 3 then? Did I jump number 3? So this is drop day 2. Yeah, third. This is the third. So the fourth is missing yet. Okay, we're good. So, so they're grossing quite a bit. So let's see again. The chat is moving so fast, I really can't keep up with it. Guys, we have 40 people here, so smash up the like button right now for this stream. Let's analyze your situation for Veve. Let's see if it was an epic fail or is this a buying opportunity, and let's see what's going on with the market. Mewtwo says they are NFTs. The thing is that no, the chat moved again. The thing is that Veve hasn't been connected to the crypto market yet. As soon as we get OMI to NFT, they will still be NFTs. Just then, they'll be part of the bigger market. So what else? Andrew was like Apple work at valuation of over $1 trillion. What is that? Only walled gardens like Apple work at valuation over $1 trillion. Okay. We might have reached market saturation for people who would want a Veve NFT. Maybe that's not a bad point, Andrew Detox, because market saturation is only like on the current market size. I would say it's very saturated. It's oversaturated, which is why prices are going down, right? Russ says bit behind on ecomi. Have some tokens on Trust Wallet, ERC20. Do I hear we're going to base? Do we need to do anything? No Telegram channel in true ecomi style. Quick word on that, Russ. No, you don't have to do anything. If you have ecomi on Ledger, for example, you are on ERC layer 1. If you have it on the Veve app, you are on ERC20 IMX layer 2, and if you are on that base layer 2, so basically buying on base layer 2, that is different. So you cannot send it to the Veve app, and you also cannot send it to your ledger. So in either way, if you want to go out, you have to bridge either from base to layer 1 ERC, or from layer 1 ERC into the Veve app, or back. You always have to bridge at the moment. I think the ultimate goal is to bring everything into on the base layer, so that it will have lower fees and you can have faster transactions and or cheaper transactions. Mewtwo says an NFT, non-fungible token, is a digital certificate of ownership for a unique item or piece of content secured and verified by blockchain technology. Yeah, that would be in that sense. In that sense, you would have that with a database on IMX. Justin says Veve is going to. Oh my god! So here's the thing. So only looking at my chat, see how much negativity there is for Veve, and I think that so I saw some projects die in the last cycle, and the reaction was not that under every comment like 30 people are and like saying, oh my god, this is going to zero, this is bad, scam. No, nothing. These projects died, they discontinued, and there were just no comments at all. Or when they did really poorly before they discontinued, they just hadn't any engagement at all. So, but Veve has this insane engagement. Look at this, for example. Let's pull up the. I just did a retweet with a little bit of a like teasing comment, right? So so this guy here, Justin B, he just showed his history of how he is selling everything, right? So selling everything, Veve collectibles, best of luck, still tons of stuff on the floor, thanks. Tagging everyone. And I just said, interesting to see, he sold his collection on a dead app. Wait, who are these buyers then? Let me know. So if Veve is dead, then you cannot sell anymore. When Luna crashed, you literally couldn't sell, or you had to sell at 1 cent, right? So I'm not saying that some of these things cannot go to 1 cent, but if you have Miles Morales sitting at $8,000, there's definitely room to go down, right? Mewtwo says this chat is full of bitter bag holders. Yeah, but this is exactly the point that I'm trying to make. So let's welcome everyone. Welcome bag holder. Welcome bull. Welcome like you guys are all welcome here. So that is because I want to have this discussion. I'm really excited about this discussion. Andrew Detox says negativity is a sign of clear capitulation. Yeah, exactly. We have a strong community. So look at that engagement just here. We have 50 people almost here. Everyone's going crazy. But what I wanted to show you is I teased here, and then the whole all hell broke loose on this thing, right? So it's like there are 24 comments. So it's like, look at your vault price now and tell me how much it pumped from last year, from 2 years ago, or from 3 years. Listen, if I would look at every of my altcoins that I have from the last bull market, none of these are pumped. They recovered nicely. VeChain, for example, did like a 2.5x or so. They recovered nicely, but also the Veve collectibles didn't draw down as much as some of my altcoins did. Okay, 1 point. Second, always a few desperate buyers. Okay, I bought a couple of his items, great deals. And so on. So you have like you gotta understand, cut floor to sell, people trying to still play the MCP game. So here if you analyze this, almost 80% of all of these comments are, first of all, there are so many comments, and secondly, they are almost all negative. Yeah, some people are suspecting closeness to the bottom, but they really did just get some mad answers. Okay, so let's see here. Unless these can be verified and proved on the base layer, which is this in this case, would be Ethereum, Mewtwo at current level, they cannot. That's not correct, Yo Crypto. They can, because the history of ownership, so the transfer history, is actually minted on layer 1. Not only the token in itself is not there. This is really like a discussion of blockchain maxis. If you're interested in that, Yo Crypto, I made an interview with Hello K on that thing. I don't know how long ago, but in the playlist of Patient Hodler with guests. So there you can find, I think, all of the live streams that I made with guests. Statistics can be good forever. Everything fluctuates. You're investing in a startup, dude. Startups are the riskiest investment out there. What did you think that everyone would... Okay, Moonflower, good discussion, guys. If there is a huge amount of negative comments in Randy's stream, then you know we're at max capitulation. I mean, that's probably also the stream that attracts the stuff because it's so bullish. No negativity here, just criticism and truth. Yeah, so what I think is interesting is when we were in... So remember last year, 2023, Bitcoin goes from 18,000 to 15,500 or so, and actually bottoms. And what was there is like, there's no way that Bitcoin bottomed here. No way, guys. Bitcoin bottoms here, right? No, it goes to 12K and then it bounces and then it goes to 10 and ultimately it will go to 8 and maybe 3.5K. That was the narrative. And everyone was starting to repeat that narrative. And when so many people were repeating it, it was just over. It was just over at some point. So the question is, how long will this go on? Maybe we are still not there yet. By the way, I actually called this in an, if you want to go back there and see this, in an Around the Ecomiverse episode where Foster Hilt was also on. I said to Foster, I think that max pain is not here yet. I think that capitulation is not in yet. Now I would consider that capitulation is actually in. Or that's ongoing at the moment, let's put it that way. Even the capitulation on Bitcoin, that waterfall collapse took like took like a couple of weeks. Welcome, it just says welcome back, holder. Yeah, everyone who still sits on the collectibles is a bag holder until they are not, right? But the question is, you cannot go back. So for me, let's just put my perspective on here, how I deal with this. I put only money in that I could afford to lose. I knew it was risky, and I definitely consider the chance that this all goes to zero and that everyone that criticizes the current situation at the moment is actually right. I consider that possibility, but if it is, I'm okay with that. And this is the main difference between a lot of other people. Other people they wanted a guarantee, like they knew it is risky. Now it is really bad. They're down 90% and now they're mad. And this is usually when there is money in it that you couldn't afford to lose, right? So it's like Terra Luna. I put a couple of $100 in it. It imploded, and am I mad? No, guy goes to jail. Okay, the project is officially over, right? But was I mad at some point? No, actually, I paid some money for some very important lessons for me to learn. Now with Veve it will be the same, yeah. But I still see the upside. Still see the upside potential now. Okay, so let's look at a couple of things here. So first of all, everyone is like, oh my god, the altcoins and altcoins. I'm buying these and that altcoins, moving money out of Veve and so on because I have to buy altcoins. Listen, here I show you something. Here's ADA, for example. This is not ADA against USD. ADA against USD is up, but ADA against Bitcoin is down. So altcoins are still in a bear market, theoretically, right? Against Bitcoin. So you would have been better off if you just didn't have anything. Like clearly there are some altcoins like Shrapnel, you do a 10x, you move out of your bag, you're a trader, not a holder, right? But look at stuff like ADA, or take every other coin, like maybe you can, what coin should we, let's see if Solana should, BTC should outperform BTC, right? So is Solana back in a bull run or in a bull market? No, this doesn't load. Let me see. It's all about AI. Yeah, at the moment it's all about AI, not about NFTs. Now, can I Sol BTC? Let's see. Yeah, so this is coming back. Do you see this? This is coming back. This is, by the way, this is picture perfect. Just to say, like, okay, so altcoins are coming back. Collectively, if you're looking at it, some altcoins are coming back. So total 3, for example, you clearly see altcoins are coming back, right? So this is the altcoins. NFTs, if you look at the statistics, and I show this on every Crypto Morning Coffee, this is the sentiment, or this is the Google search terms for crypto. Bitcoin is sitting at a staggering 23. In a bull run, you are sitting like at 85 to 100, right? Here, Ethereum in the bull peak, 27. At the moment, Ethereum is sitting at 7. NFTs, when they start moving, they are above. Here, in the very beginning, they were 2, then they were 7, then they had a phase, then 9, and then they peaked at 31. NFTs are sitting at 1. So it's just not the cycle for NFTs. It's just not the cycle for NFTs. Look at that. Even altcoins are barely like they're at close above bear market territory. So from a money flow perspective, we're not there yet. Money flow. Phase 1, Bitcoin. Flow of money moves into Bitcoin, causing price surges. Okay, that we are there, right? If we're looking at Bitcoin, money flows into Bitcoin, ETF money especially, causes price surges. That's where we are. That's the phase. We're in phase 1. Phase overlap is money flows into Ethereum but struggles to keep up. That's happening at the moment also. See that? But only right now with the ETF. Here, Ethereum chart. Okay, next phase. Phase 2, Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, and we hear talks of the flippening. Let's check if we are in phase 2 of the crypto money flow. Let's check that quickly. So let's go to ETH BTC. If I may load this, if it's a little bit slow today, TradingView. Let's go to ETH BTC. ETH BTC. So it must go up like crazy. Look, we're still in a downtrend. So see this here? This, let me make that very clear. Yeah? This is not outperforming BTC. Ethereum is not outperforming BTC. Okay? So this means if you do this analysis right, you are in the phase overlap of phase 1, Bitcoin to phase 2. If any, we're in the overlap. What comes after that? Phase overlap is money is start to trickle in large caps where we see large buy-ups happening. It's also not happening. Phase 3, large caps. Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin and large caps are going parabolic. Also not happening. Phase overlap. Regardless of market cap, some altcoins with strong fundamentals are having their pumps. Phase 4, alt season. Large caps have gone full vertical. Mid caps, low caps, micro caps all tend to pump around the same time. Large caps have been outperforming Bitcoin, Ethereum. It seems every coin is going parabolic regardless of fundamentals. Memes are everywhere and everyone is super excited and you feel the mania in the air. That is all this huge part, bottom part of this iceberg. Everything of that did not happen. We're here. We're in phase 1. Flow of money moves into Bitcoin, causing price surges. Next proof for that, Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is still bouncing off of this, still going up. Again, here the green arrow for everyone who really doesn't understand how a trend works. It's going up. Bitcoin dominance is going up. Bitcoin season. So what is missing here? This graphic is incomplete because there is a phase 5 with an overlap, and that is monkey JPEGs being bought with with excess crypto money. Bored apes, pudgy penguins, doodles, that was the last cycle. We will see how it will look this cycle, but altcoins are a thing in this cycle again, and I think NFTs will come after the altcoins. The problem is if you say Bitcoin tops out beginning next year, the alt season goes 3 months on, and only then NFTs will go up. Well, that will be very late, right? But it would also explain why there's no reaction just yet. Okay. So let's say this is all happening. Well, that fits right in with the Bored Ape Yacht Club chart here. I showed this on Crypto Morning Coffee, but I want to support my claims here on the capitulation event and where we are in the cycle. once more. So you see here, when Bitcoin had already topped out, Bored Apes were absolutely at no reaction at all. And by the way, Veve as well. So at that time, June 10, 2021, Todd McFarlane's were sitting in the store. They are now sitting at $500 floor in the bear market. But at this time, they weren't even sold out. So now you're all here complaining about how this was the biggest epic fail of all times with a Blackpink drop in the middle of a bear market. But at that time, the Todd McFarlane, the first Batman on the blockchain, was sitting in the store and no one bought it for weeks. And then at some point, it started creeping up. Things started selling out. Users came in. Why did they come in? Not because of marketing or whatever. They came in because there was a cryptocurrency tying the project to it. That crypto went parabolic in the altcoin season, and people were finding out about this, and they had excess profit money from the altcoins and put it into NFTs. This is why the spike here, this is the top of Bored Ape Mania, and you will find that it's almost the same as, can I fix this here? Yes, May the 1st, 2022 was the top of the Bored Ape Mania, basically. That is when already Bitcoin was in a bear market and altcoins were in complacency phase, where no one really realized that we were in a bear market, but the whales were like shaving off all the profits and pumped NFTs like crazy, and also there went out with insane profits. So I would say, if you say, okay, we're here, if you are saying, okay, so this is where our chart begins, May 2, 2021, and we say we're just going to repeat cycles again, like the money flow here, and phase 5, just imagine it below, right? Just imagine it here below. Yeah. Okay, so what did we say? It's May 5, 2021. Let's look where we were at May 5 in Bitcoin. May 5, 2021. Right here, where we had our first big drawdown after the Bitcoin top out. That's where this chart starts, and then we have another run that should have been a lower high, and we're already in complacency and in a bear market. And here we are here when Voyager crashes, and March 2022, when Terra Luna already crashed, Voyagers and 3 Arrows Capital crashes. That is where Bored Apes topped out, in the middle of the bear market already. So I'm not saying that every project is coming back with a cycle, but what I'm saying is that even as everything was all right with ecomi and Veve in the beginning, NFTs, no one cared about NFTs until they did. And I would say the really caring was August 2021, they started caring. That was when the profits out of altcoin season came already in. So my best guess is, based on all this data, based on the money flow, based on the Bored Ape Yacht Club chart here that I showed to you, and based on this Google Trends, where you see that also here, the yellow curve is the NFT search terms. When people search for NFT, that was January 2022 was the peak of that. January 2022. The peak for altcoins and Bitcoin was over May 2021. So from May to January, that's like 8 to 10 months later that NFTs actually have that crazy run. Which means that we will not see any movement out of NFTs until Bitcoin topped out. Now, is that now an asymmetric buying opportunity? I would say it could be, depending on what you're buying. I would go for scarcity, I would go for IP, and I would go for things that can move easily. So, for example, if I see a comic at 1 gem that has only 3,000 editions or so, it's very easy that that thing goes to 5 gems and I have a 5x out of that. I can do that in the altcoin space as well, that is clear. But that would be only the minimum upside. If I go to a secret rare with only 40 editions and everything goes as I say and everything goes well, 40 editions is extremely scarce. Extremely scarce. So, but this is not financial advice. By all means, guys, if you're negative on Veve, be my guest. If you're, I mean, it's your decision. But I have all these things in my head from the past crypto runs where you remember this guy who said, there was this guy that said, oh, I'm so happy that I'm out of Bitcoin at I think $2 or $10 or something like that. Look, this thing went down 80%. It's like, oh my god, it's like he sold like 1,000 Bitcoin or so, right? So it's very easy to be bearish at the bottom and it's very easy to be bullish at the top, right? So the funny thing is that the way the secondary market on Veve works, even though I also criticize it, but it's like that since the beginning, since the inception of Veve. There are fees, there is money inflow in gems, and there is money direct outflow 100% on. So now I have to see the comments because it's really, yeah. Bittimon says, PhD, I haven't seen you in a while. My attention past couple of months all on RWAs, met some interesting people who steered me into that area. Anyway, good to see you still pushing out content. Good to see you, Bittimon. I couple of times on Crypto Morning Coffee, I actually mentioned you, said like Bittimon was around every time and now he's not anymore. So did he move on or what? But it's good to see you, Bittimon, for sure. I really appreciate it. By the way, 62 people here. I don't know how many likes we have at the moment, but we should definitely have like 62 likes at least, right? I mean, there were more people probably here. The future is technology and healthcare. Maybe. Is that so? The future is AI, the future is gaming, the future is... everything's the future, right? Scarcity and popularity. SR blue and yellow Reso, 1050 editions. Most scarce Batman on the app and one of the only colored ones. Huge IP. Oh yeah, blue and yellow Reso. Crazy. What's the current price of that? The future, LK Franklin. Hello, hey, what's going on? How are you doing, man? Mr. Planet Profit says Bitcoin blockchain to be precise. Okay. OG Vault is here. Sub Hodler. Hey, VV Vault, OG Vault. What is going on? You're still on the drop streams, still grinding. Keep it up, man. I just cited. Actually, did I mention you? So I should give you a credit here. So the thing with the TODs, that was actually OG Vault on Twitter who said that. That remember that in the beginning of the cycle, the TODs also were on the shelf still when no one cared, like here in the Bored Ape chart, when no one really cared yet, when the cycle wasn't just there yet. So you could also make the argument on the liquidity side. So thank you for that, OG Vault. That was a good one. By the way, if you don't know OG Vault, check out his channel. Anyone heard of Web3? I don't. By the way, I don't believe that anyone is here that doesn't know OG Vault. But yeah. JJ, hit that like, VV absolutely. Mr. Plan Profit said, I uploaded a Batman to the blockchain before VV. It's an interesting discussion because I think that really the whole thing with like the minting dates and so on is a super interesting discussion. So for example, think about a drop with 1,000 editions of Batmans and you're minting them on the chain. It's like one gets minted after the other. So if you mint them, only the very first number one is the first on the blockchain and then the second one already not anymore. Even though it's like a drop sequence, right? So if you want to put this argument to the extreme, only the first collectible ever of that sort even of a streak of mints, is the first on the blockchain. I was saying, LK Franklin says, hope you monetized that one. Yeah, I did. Actually, I do. I mean, at least that one is important, right? Ad revenues, though, not really high at the moment. Companies are still struggling to really spend much with ads. Yo Crypto says $50 drop, $20 drop, anything over $5 for any drop, ain't gonna cut it anymore. The problem with this is, if you're in the market and you're like, oh, we sell premium digital collectibles, right? That is the, what is that, like the niche, I would say. Then you cannot offer your collectibles for $5 because there's like, oh, premium sneakers here, $1 the pair, $1 the pair, buy 3, get another one for free, or something like that. How's that? Buy 3, get only 2. Hey, just got in. Ryan Unkafer is here. Love your content. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Mr. Plan Prophet said, Pokemon is coming soon, guys. Alongside with the Pokemon thing is hopefully not coming in the bear market just because the licensor had to wait in line. Just saying. Ryan says, I'm excited for the gold and silver collectible. I hope people sleep on them. People are definitely sleeping on it. Don't worry about it. So you can go and buy the stuff for cheap. I mean, I bought one of these GSO cards for 27 gems or so. It was somewhere available for 20, 25. David Yu, the owner of Veve, teased it 379 times. It must be coming soon. I hope it comes at where I showed you in the charts, where the money flow turns from the excessive crypto gains into NFTs. Then it should be coming. And it needs to come alongside something, either utility or a game, or like the whole ecomi NFT crypto cash in interoperability thing has to be there. Yeah, I mean, Yo Crypto, I agree. Don't worry. I agree with you that the price points are fairly high at the moment, but they cannot do the $5 one. I think with the comics they should relax a little bit, because we have seen, I'm not sure if it's this one here, if it's this comic. Yeah, this comic. Look at this, for example. I don't understand why. I mean, I don't have to buy it and I won't, but I don't understand why you have a $20 comic with 10,000 editions in this situation, right? Here's the editions there. And I really like this because I mean, I really like the collectibles and I like the comics, and these comics look great, by the way. The Ultra Rare looks good. The Fantastic Four Secret Rare looks good. 225 of them. I like the white label covers and so on. So I just don't get it. I'm not a leader of this of a company or so, but if I had to decide this, I would make this, if it is already 20 gems, I would make this a 1000 edition run and see what happens. Probably there will be a lot of gems left over then that flow into secondary market, which would be good for the secondary market. Yeah, I like that comic, absolutely. This comic is cool. It's just too expensive in my opinion, but it's probably somewhat of a grail, right? I don't know, like not the top tier 1 grail, but still something. At this point, Pokemon feels like harassment. Nah, man. Let's not go too far in this, because you have to see if let's put another perspective on this. So the Blackpink, let's just say what someone said in the beginning. What if Blackpink is just the first beginning of extensive drop action in the Asian market? Well, then, if you're constantly like, if you're continuing to like on all these drops getting a couple of hundred users in, and they're all like little fandoms and they get their friends in and whatnot, then you're fine, right? Then you're still fine. OG Vault says Galactus and Silver Surfer FAs in that comic. Actually, we should check what that comic is worth. What is the name here? That's Fantastic Four 48. So let's go here. Fantastic Four 48 value. Okay, let's see what that thing is worth on Go Collect. Oh, so the 9.6 with 100 and oops, sorry about that. The 9.6 with 101 editions is worth. Where is it now? Oh, where is the? Yeah, there you go. It's like 27,000. Price sold. I don't know what I clicked. I clicked something and now the list is gone. But anyways, there's like, so if you're saying secret rare is 225, that's double of that. You would put that price point on the secret rare, it would be half of that. Pretty good, right? But the question is, would I go for a 10,000 run and hit a common 420? Probably not. I'd rather probably take the money and buy it from secondary. Positivity switch. If Veve can create a magnificent metaverse game, users will flood. The problem is, the more magnificent something is, the more money you need to maintain it. So for example, take World of Warcraft, 14 million users. Blizzard had a big team to maintain that, and even then they couldn't get rid of cheaters and botters and whatnot. So the question is how. So you need game masters, you need support staff, you need developers that are bug fixing all the time, you need content developers that create new content all the time. So this is really difficult. Yeah, interoperability opens doors. So yeah, the best way to get that is basically create a sandbox where people can develop and design their own stuff. That could be a thing. But yeah, so definitely. Oh, by the way, here's one more thing that I wanted to show you. Yeah, let's maybe look at that in a second. Here, tech dev. I just wanted to add this to the discussion, and this is the global liquidity signal. So here you see a moving average for that, but the global liquidity signal is the white one. So you see here, every time Bitcoin tops out is when global liquidity signal also tops out. And usually when the flip comes on the indicator, that's where the green dot is 12 months after Bitcoin tops out. We already had that signal. And this global liquidity influences everything. Bitcoin is risk on compared to bonds and gold and stocks. But in the crypto realm, you have Bitcoin as the least risky, and then Ethereum, and then maybe Chainlink and Solana and whatnot. And then you go more risky. And NFTs on the other side of the spectrum. But also that these risk-on assets, if they do well, they do extremely well when this liquidity hits the market. So that is happening right now, and it's only a matter of time until we see the rate cuts. I just wanted to add that to the whole discussion point of, yeah. STX getting spammed. Futurists see this. I know some who missed out from not sticking to their boots. Stick to your boots. I think this is there are basically, for me, there are only two things. Are the fundamentals still okay for me to continue? And am I still in a position where it can be annoying to lose that money, but it cannot be life-threatening or existence-threatening or business-threatening or I don't know, life standard threatening. So welcome Anthony, sorry. Welcome Anthony to the stream. I should do some evening streams from time to time. I see here. That's one hell of an engaged community that we have here. Ryan says, seems like the OMI team really focuses on one thing at a time. After OMI to NFT is dropped, what utility would you want next? I don't know if it comes with it, but the one thing I need to see is, besides the OMI to NFT, is burns. It needs to become deflationary, because deflationary projects get a lot of attention in the crypto space. And that's actually, I also think that Veve needs ecomi, because people find Veve through ecomi. Mewtwo says 6 days until crypto marketplace launch. Do you hold any cryptoys? Nope. Too lazy for that. I think it's good. I like the idea of cryptos. I think they have had some cool home runs with, I think they have Yoda and Grogu first appearance, right? Both of them. I'm really mad that Baby Yoda is not on Veve. That's really annoying, I would say. But you cannot have everything, and it's good for the space. People like cryptoys, and that's good for the space, because I mean, we saw it, right? Candy Digital is just the next sad story of people getting a slap in the face, right? And we cannot have that in it. If we want the space to come back and to do well, then we cannot have all these projects, right? The graveyard of the recurs, and I don't know if HRO is dead, but I didn't hear anything anymore about them. Like the graveyard is big, yeah. LK Franklin says OMI to NFT won't do much. The people that use OMI are crypto bros. Web3 fundamentals are important to them. I think you're right, but I think the wish list is very short for the Web3 people. They want OMI to NFT and they want interoperability. And I think then they are satisfied, right? Then you're back into Web3. So the question is only how good can you spin the Web3 narrative? That's what at least how I see it. But I agree with you. You really, like, the crypto bros with their money, they need access, and they need to see that this is a Web3 thing. Yeah. After OMI to NFT, I want real burning. Yeah, 100% agree with you. Deflationary, important. The utility is important, and yes, as LK says, you need to cater to the Web3 community if you want to absorb crypto money. That is very, very crucial to this whole development. And in that sense, base project like Bored Apes is in a better position than Veve. That is very true. Yeah. So, guys, I think that was a really good discussion. So I really appreciate every one of you coming in here. Smash up the like button once more. Make sure to be subscribed to the channel if you haven't yet. Tick notification bell, because I will have a little bit more irregular time in the next couple of, I would say already, weeks, because I will be traveling. As I said in the beginning of the stream, I will be going to Italy, I will be going to Rome, I will be going to 2 other places, like on the beach and everything. I will try to make videos. Maybe I will even come live from my notebook. Certainly, I think there's a lot to discuss around ecomi and Veve. We'll also see what's next. I mean, we heard about Rolex, right? And I'm looking forward to each and every day and step, even in this situation where we have some kind of capitulation. Yeah, stay tuned for the videos, and wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night,